Alright guys, there are lots of controversy about upgrading your JAMB score. Trust me. Now, it's very legal and very possible for you to upgrade your JAMB score. Now, even if you score 300, 200, 100 or any score at all, your chances of increasing your JAMB score determine on your smart approach. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not here to perform magic and what your JAMB score of 100 goes all the way to 300. But now, there's something we can do that is actually equivalent to this I'm saying. Now, this thing you are going to do it yourself. I'm going to give you guys strategy in which you can what use to implement on your JAMB score and make it worth it. The whole stress you pass through in getting that JAMB score, make it worth it. Now, in this particular video, we are going to be talking about two ways in which you can actually upgrade your JAMB score. Now, the first one is strategic. I'm going to tell you how you are going to what play a wise man game to be able to what upgrade your JAMB score. Now, the second one, we are going to be focusing on the steps you have to take in your Post UTME. So now, for those of you who are preparing for Post UTME, this video is also for you. For those of you who are not preparing for Post UTME, this video is also for you. Now, you have to have patience and watch to the end, because what I'm going to say in the last part of this video, trust me, you won't want to miss it. So let's go. Yes, we are going to be talking about 6 powerful tips in which is going to help you to upgrade your JAMB score. Now, it's very straightforward. The first one is what smashing your Post UTME. Now, we are going to talk about Post UTME, but now let's focus on this tip particularly. Now, no matter how low your JAMB score is, if you actually put a lot of effort and you're able to smash 70 and above, you are going to actually have a chance of what surpassing people who actually score higher JAMB score. Now, for some people who score like let's say 300 and above, most of them get reluctant and they do what? They just feel like Post UTME is going to be a piece of cake. Now, Post UTME is going to shock them really hard since they know they can't actually do them in the Post UTME. That's how tricky Post UTME is. So now is your opportunity for you that scored below 200, you that scored 200 and something. You still have a chance. You can still fight. But now, this depends on the course you are going for. I'm going to touch every aspect of Post UTME in this video, so stay tuned. I'm going to tell you if your course of choice won't tally with what I'm saying and if it's going to tally or not. For the second point, these are where you play the wise game. Now, it's not all about the school you love. See, now you might decide to go to the school you love and do what? Study the course you hate the most. That's a very unwise move to make. Now, the fact is getting the certificate is the most important thing. The school you attended doesn't really matter. Though it matters, but trust me, you won't choose a school over your certificate. Think about it. Now, some schools have high competition. Now, some schools value Post UTME more than JAMB or any other thing. Now, this is where you play wise. If you know your JAMB score is very low, this is where you become strategic. Now, you don't just jump into schools like Uniben. You don't just jump into schools like Unizik when you know your JAMB score is low. Obviously, that is going to be a disaster. So you got to play wise. There are schools that actually what can actually accept you with your low JAMB score but high Post UTME. Low JAMB score but high what? WAEC result. You see, this is how you play smart about it. Now, without wasting much of our time, we have a lot to discuss. So let's move on to the next one. Okay. Now, guys, for the third one, I'm not actually going to advise you to go for this third one, but it's also strategic if you really need your admission. Now, some people don't really care about what they are actually studying. They care most about I must enter school this year. Now, but I won't advise you to change your course. It depending on you. If you feel that every course is okay and you just want to enter school, study a good course, get a normal job, that's fine by you. But trust me, I wrote JAMB 3 times. It means that I don't like this particular solution I'm giving to you. But anyways, I'm going to balance everything for you. So sit down and listen closely. Now, for those of you that your JAMB score is very low, imagine you getting 160 something or 150 something, or let's say you go 200. and you are having that dream of you want to study medicine, now it's going to be very very difficult, especially for those of you who are below 200. Now the simple thing I'm going to just tell you now, it's either you write JAMB again. I want to be straight with you. I want to tell you the raw truth. Don't be deceived. You are not going to get admission this year, except you do what? You change your course. You change your course. You might also need to even change your institution, depending on the institution you are going for. Okay, so now if you know your JAMB score is below 200, don't try to be a hero, don't try to be Superman. There's no way you will get medicine or nursing with a JAMB score below 200. Even if the school is so lenient, you can't. So what do? Is either you prepare for JAMB again, or what, you go for alternative courses, like let's say physiology, anatomy, and thereabout. So just be wise. But we're not still done with the video. There's still more you have to know. Okay, all right, moving on. Now guys, for the fourth one, this is very very crucial for you getting admission. You can't just vanish and come out and get admission like that. You have to be very very smart. This particular thing I'm about to tell you will help you a lot, knowing your school pattern. Now the school you are desiring to get admission from, you just don't run into their system and you want to get admission. You have to know, does this people value Post UTME? Do they value WAEC? Do they value JAMB more? These are the things you have to know. Now some school actually use the three of them. Now JAMB might just be, let's say, 30%. Your WAEC is what? 20%. Then your what? Let's say your WAEC result now, Post UTME will now be what? 50%. In that case, even if you have a low JAMB score, you have a good WAEC result and a very 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 nice Post UTME, it means you still have a chance. It means you can also make it, even if your JAMB was terrible. So think about it. It's just about playing smart here. Now it's very important for you to know how to calculate what your WAEC, your JAMB, and don't worry, we are going to touch everything in this particular video, so stay tuned. Okay, moving on. For the fifth one, this is very very helpful now, but it's very rare. It's a rare opportunity. Now catchment. Now this is whereby they actually consider the state in which you are from, your local government, and how many people is actually coming from this particular place. So now if you know your JAMB result, but trust me, this is long stories. If the other points I've been telling you are not tallying properly, this catchment might or may not favor you or may favor you. So now you have to be wise about this. You have to think about it. In my school, how many people are coming from my side, and is this particular school, am I an indigene or not? You have to think about this properly before you step into it. Now you don't come from nowhere and expect to be given admission with a low JAMB score. That is not possible. So this number 5 is very very important. Now moving on to number 6. Now for your number 6, it is very very important, because this comes towards your assessment. Now if you have a good WAEC result and your JAMB result is terrible, now you might have a hope if you are using one sitting. Aside from the fact you are using one sitting, for those of you who are confused about the word one sitting, it simply means that your WAEC, you wrote it once. It was not a merged result. Like you are not using 2023 WAEC with 2024 WAEC, or you are not using WAEC with NECO combined together. You are using just one sitting. Means you just wrote WAEC once, and that is your good WAEC result with one sitting. Makes a very very solid point for them to give you admission. So now, in summary of all this, these are things you should just know off heart, so that you would analyze your chances. Is this worth doing, or should I give up, or should I rewrite again? Now this is not all. Let's look into other aspects that are actually going to help us to upgrade our JAMB score. This is just the first part of it. I told you that this video is divided into 2 powerful sections. We've just talked about one. Let's look at the second part. Everything we've been saying so far has been third round Post UTME, because if your JAMB has failed, obviously the only hope you have now is your Post UTME. Let's say you've written WAEC before or you've not written, the two matters a lot at this critical time. Now, first of all, before we even talk about how to calculate Post UTME, your WAEC and your JAMB, how they really calculate it, let's look at what you should do for your Post UTME to gather maximum mark. Now, first of all, make sure you are using past questions. Every school has their own past question when it comes to Post UTME. This is very, very important. Get their past question. That is how you know their patterns. Now, secondly, make sure you practice daily. Man, this is very important. I know at this point in time you are already like the pressure is down. You feel that the main workload, for those of you who scored high, you scored 300. You know, when I'm saying it now, you will not understand. I actually learned the hard way from this thing I'm telling you. After scoring 300 and above, and you are feeling like Jesus Christ right now, don't worry. Don't start reading. Don't start practicing again the way you did in JAMB. You will cry small. You might cry where you might not cry. But what am I saying? Be consistent. Don't give up now. Don't be relaxed now. Continue. Okay? Also, you should know something. You should study high-yielding topics. And also, you should time yourself. This is very, very important, because Post UTME is all about speed and accuracy. They will never give you a like 1 hour 30 minutes like the way JAMB is giving you 1 hour. No school is going to do that for you. Most schools, they'll be like 10 minutes to answer 20 questions. Imagine 20 questions will determine your fate. It means if you fail one, you will fail a lot. Some school might increase the number of questions to, let's say, 40. But trust me, when you ever hear that they are giving you 20 questions, be afraid. Be more afraid of those people, because moving on, let's just leave about this Post UTME preparation. Let's move over to mistakes you shouldn't make in Post UTME. Now, the first mistake you should not make in your Post UTME is what? Neglecting the fact that your Post UTME is 1 month after now. You are not starting quick. This is your worst mistake. Feeling relaxed 1 week to your Post UTME. You will not understand until you are there, right? Now, the next thing you have to look at. Now, guys, the second mistake you ever make is what? Ignoring Post UTME updates. Now, in every school, they have their update. They will tell you what and what you are to expect. Now, they might change system. The way they have been doing their Post UTME since 1990 something to current might be changed. Like, for example, I think last year, is that last year or last 2 years, our famous DESU actually changed their pattern. They usually do current affair and, you know, technical questions. That's what they don't even set your 4 subjects for you. They give you technical questions and current affair. They changed it to what? Normal assessments with WAEC. These are the things you get updates. Don't ever forget. Now, moving on. The worst mistake you are going to also make is that what? Believing that my score is too low. It means your morale, your focus, your consistency just drops, and you think that's the end of the road for you. That's the worst mistake you're going to make. Trust me, it's going to cost you another year. You're going to write another JAMB, and it's yes. But anyways, let's move on. For the final point you need to know, don't ever choose a particular school because of the hype. Now, Uniben is this, Unizik is this, as whatever, Unilag. See, don't ever do that. Be very, very strategic when it comes to your JAMB. Now, for those of you who scored 300 and above, but your 300 and above isn't that high. Let's say you scored 301, 302, 310, 3012. It's not 360, it's not 370, and you are going for one very, very prestigious school. Your 300 is at risk, heavy risk. You won't understand. It is a heavy risk, and you might just waste that 300. You write again, and you might not even score up to 300. So be very wise. Don't just go to school because your friends are going there, because your brilliant friends are going there, and you feel that, let me tag along. You will cry, serious cry. Had I know. But now, for those of you who are interested on a Post UTME plan, you want me to settle down, craft out a plan for you on how you're actually going to bang what your Post UTME. Just type Post UTME on the comment section, and I'm going to do that. Now, For the final stuff we are going to talk about that I promised you guys is how to calculate your Post UTME, your JAMB, and what your WAEC. Now, see the way it works. Now, JAMB is very famous. Every school divides JAMB by what? 8. Anything you score in your JAMB, they will divide it by 8, and that is what they are going to score you. Now, that is for JAMB. Now, for our Post UTME is very simple. It is divided into percentage. Now, when I mean percentage, what am I talking about? Now, if your Post UTME is over 100, we are simply going to divide it by 2, and that is all. But if it's over 50, anything you score is going to be given to you exactly. Do you get the point? Now, for the WAEC, the most important. Now, for those of you who are going to schools, actually, I'm not going to lie to you. It's not too advisable to go to schools that don't write Post UTME, because do you know why? It's very dangerous, because a lot of corruption can be done, and you might not be in the winning side. Okay, so but anyways, see the way we calculate what WAEC. For WAEC, when you get A1 is what? 6 points. When you get B2 is 5 points. When you get B3 is 4 points. When you get C4, that is I think C4 is 3 points. Then C6 is what? 1 point. C4 is what? 2 points. Then B3 is 3 points. Yeah, that's how it's calculated. So get that into your head. Now, it's very important to consider everything I've said in this video, because it's going to determine your fate when it comes to what? Getting an admission. So the more wiser you are, the more your chances of what? Getting into any school of your choice. Okay, all right. For those of you who are seeing me for the first time, I'm Medic Nemenium, and this is my YouTube channel. We are here to talk about anything concerning academics, JAMB, WAEC, NECO, Post UTME, and so on and so forth. Okay, see you next time in my video. Thank you for watching this particular video. For those of you who need any particular video to be done, state that in my comment section. For those of you who doesn't know anything to say, it's very simple. Tell me thank you, so that anytime I see your comments, I'll be more motivated to do videos like this. Alright, see you guys in my next video.